Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Got a man, it's Baker. At midfield, he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's James. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, pass to Walker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Quick handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to the ground with the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, TCU! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. The give to the tailback. Sweet cut there. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. They get to the line quickly. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man, it's Barmore. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle, it's West. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll heave it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. On the run, it's Cook. And he finds enough running room and he's marked down at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Power football with the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first down. Staying on the field, and you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Baker. Touchdown, Horned Frog! A great catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got it.
Breaks into the open on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Reed. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Red Raiders are on the move. A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw again. Looking to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
It feels like everything this... is called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
On the run, it's Cook. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. To the air on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Cox. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
There he goes. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. First down here for the offense.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's going to take off. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stone. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Looking to pass. It's Reed. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the comeback is on.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Will send its offense back onto the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, and getting the 1st down.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so one of my pass plays.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Reed. It's complete to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Turner. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll go to the ground, finding open areas. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Right back to the well. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun. Give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think. Staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make...
Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Howard Frog! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The give to the big fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Back to pass. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Up-tempo for the offense.
It's always interesting. Will handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. Touchdown, Red Raiders! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 30. Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. Oh, better look out! A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing on the run. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot. Hook up.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, TCU! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Hauls it in.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Turner. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Barmore. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's West. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Under fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move, he fires. Got him, and nobody's close. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here.